Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kim Stanley and you're watching Cox Connections only on Cox 9 Roanoke. Total Action Against Poverty has been helping Roanoke Valley residents for decades. The dozens of programs they offer and people of all ages. Here to tell us more about two of those programs are TAP Senior Vice President of Programs and Director of This Valley Works, Annette Lewis, and Head Start Director, Selena Childress Mayo. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Good to see us. Selena, why don't you first tell us the purpose of Head Start?
Well, the purpose of Head Start, it's actually Early Head Start and Head Start. And the purpose of Early Head Start is that we serve children at 6 weeks of age. And we actually take pregnant moms as well. So we have a pregnant moms program, and the purpose is to serve income eligible families in our program and ensure that the children are prepared for school when they become school age.
Wow, how many from this region does the program cover?
Well, from this region, we generally serve about 700 children a year. Just from this region, and our funded enrollment number is 997 children, and most of the time it goes well over that number.
Wow, I tell you. So have you been able to, has this been going on long enough that you've been able to really trend the impact on the community?
Oh, definitely, especially in this area and some of the outlying counties. And the trend on the community is that we're finding more and more children are prepared for kindergarten, of course, and we have also seen an increase in families setting goals, because that's one of our purposes, to help families set goals, whether it's housing, education, transportation. So we've seen an increase in that, and of course with the economy being the way that it is, we've seen an increase of families wanting to go to school, and we do assist them with that as well.
Okay, and then at what point do you stop? Does the program stop?
At age 5, when they're ready to go to kindergarten.
Okay.
And we have a partnership with Roanoke City School System as well as Roanoke County and some of the other outlying schools.
Okay. How do you reach these children, or the parents, or how do they reach you?
Well, one way that we reach them, we have recruitment efforts, and that's ongoing. We advertise in different areas of the community with flyers, as well as word of mouth. That's probably one of our best ways to reach them, because parents who've been in our program often tell other families about us.
Okay, that's great. So what does TAP need from the community to keep this great program going?
Well, I'm glad you asked me. One of the things that we really need is for people to advocate for Head Start and Early Head Start. As many people know, funding has been cut, and as many people as we can have advocate for our program, it's awesome. And as well as having volunteers in our program, we do accept volunteers, and they come in and read to children, and donations of various types of things during the different seasons of the year.
That's great. So good. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Now, Annette, This Valley Works. Talk to us a little bit about that as well.
Well, This Valley Works is the education and workforce development component at TAP. And we start as early as middle and high school, working with middle and high school students whose parents might not have gone to college, to let them, to encourage them to stay in school, let them know what college campuses are like by taking them on campus tours, so that they can make a decision about where they want to continue their education. We also retrieve dropouts. We realize that education is the road out of poverty. So we retrieve dropouts, try to convince them to go back to public schools or get their GED. We have a youth build program, for instance, where the students not only who lack a high school diploma gain their GED and gain a skill at the same time. We're building our 5th home in partnership with Habitat for Humanity, and it's for families to live in. We have an ex-offender program where we work with those who are released from prison to help them transition back into the community and find jobs, as well as homeless veterans, finding housing and finding jobs. We have a certified nursing assistance training program where we equip individuals with the skills needed to become certified and work in nursing homes, hospitals, and what have you.
That's great. Much like I asked Selena, so have you been able to trend your results to see how the program's doing and the impact on the community?
Well, and the biggest impact, I guess, well, I wouldn't say the biggest. There are three impacts. One, on the lives of the people that we work with. Their self-esteem is enhanced. They realize that they can accomplish things. They gain a skill, you know, or their education. They can further their education or get a job. For the employer, they are ready to work. We not only teach them hands-on skills, this isn't theory, this is hands-on skills, but we prepare them on how to do a resume, how to complete an application, how to respond to your employer and your colleagues in the workplace. So they get a skilled workforce. And then the government gets tax-paying citizens once they get jobs.
Wow, that's just so impressive. So how can people volunteer and help you with this program?
Well, we certainly can use tutors, you know, for those individuals who are trying to complete their education, mentors for young people who just need good examples, you know, good role models. We can always use that. Administrative assistants, you know, we have wish lists for our various programs. So even, you know, finding out about those and assisting us because funds have decreased so significantly.
Right. So, you know, TAP has so many programs beyond, you know, Head Start and beyond this Valley Works. I mean, there's just so many things out there. So, you know, tell us how people can get in touch. And
we have, you're right, we have more than 30 programs, you know, anywhere from Cars to Work to housing to domestic violence assistance, a free tax clinic that's about to start, so we want people to know about it. We're located, our headquarters is at 302 2nd Street, downtown Roanoke. The phone number is 540-345-6781 to access our programs.
Okay. And what is your reach in the Roanoke area? How far out do you go?
We serve the greater Roanoke Valley, we serve the Allegheny Highlands, and some parts of the Shenandoah Valley with Rockbridge County, Buena Vista, as well as Lexington. So about 11 jurisdictions, and we have some services in Bath County as well.
Okay, so really do need volunteers,
Yes.
you know, absolutely, as well as funding and things like that.
Yes.
So, thank you both for being on the show. I tell you, one of the core pillars of Cox is really youth and education. And so I applaud you because both of these things are so centered on our youth, and I think that's so important. So thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before you go, I want to personally thank you for choosing Cox Communications for your entertainment, information, and communication needs. We know you could have chosen another provider, but because you chose us, we promise to provide you with quality products backed up by a talented local team of professionals. I'm Kim Stanley, and I'll see you next time on Cox Connections.